Marvel Rivals has finally released their trailer, giving us all the latest and greatest Marvel Rivals news about the 9th season and the character that they're about to release with this half-season update being the Hood. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna split it into separate videos or if I'm gonna make it all one video, but the videos I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have one where I talk about, I'm gonna either have one, like, treat this part as the things I'm gonna either talk about in this video or the separate videos I'm gonna make. I'm gonna talk about the update and everything that's going on. I'm gonna do a video breakdown on you know what, I'm gonna make it separate videos. I'm gonna talk about what's going on in his depth vision. I'm gonna do a breakdown of the Hood and his moveset, and I'm gonna try out that new Avengers mode, or the story part at least, and play it for y'all on stream real quick. That one I might do tomorrow. I'm not too sure. I don't know, but it's all gonna be separate videos like I said, and if it isn't, I fucking lied to you. Oh well, nigga. That being said, let's step into the motherfucking content. Let's see what they talking about.
Hello everyone.
Yeah.
It's great to see you all again.
Music in the background, hello. Alright, what we talking about?
Season 9.
People been asking for more villains. What we got about it?
Brand new team-up system fundamentally evolved.
Oh yeah, they dropped Marvel Rivals 2 with that one. They cooked. They cooked.
Fresh, explosive energy into.
They cooked with that. I like the new system way better.
To watch the reworked Black Widow.
Yeah, I see people actually play her.
Across both quick match.
I see her more in comp than in quick play, but she is way better.
Our newest hero, Jubilee.
Jubilee is alright. She's not my cup of tea, but she definitely isn't bad.
Her true potential.
She's about to get nerfed?
9.5 approaches. A darker element is stepping.
I saw that there was a change for her
What
on
can
the patch notes, but I didn't read it.
the Hood bring to the battlefield? The Hood is a vanguard.
The Hood?
Dynamic gunner who works the razor's edge between mortal mobster and demonic powerhouse, flexibly switching between human and demon foes. Parker lays down relentless frontal cover fire with his twin pistols.
Okay.
Utilizing his mystical cloak, he channels the chaotic energy of Oblivion to manifest protective shields.
Okay, so he basically bubble people like Hulk, is what I'm hearing?
Orbs that warp into barriers.
Yeah, he gives people bubbles.
Of incoming enemy fire.
So I feel like he's gonna be a poke brawler type character.
Energy reaches critical point.
And he has a management system.
Demon breathes through, entering half demon state. His
Okay, that's probably his ult.
to devastating demonic rifles.
Oh no, it's gonna be a mode switching. We'll see during the breakdown.
Hailstorm of Death.
Either that or it's gonna be a ability that randomly triggers. Oh, it's not his ult. It's an ability that randomly
The
triggers.
darkness, entering full demon state.
Let the demon
Were fully
out.
in this terrifying state.
That's why they didn't have Moon Girl.
High impact piercing
Oh my goodness.
that completely punch through shields and enemy alike.
Oh.
While radiating dark
Yeah, he's a brawl character. He can poke through shields.
to nearby teammates.
And he gives his team utility? Oh yeah.
Our friends.
He look like he about to be nasty.
And Marvel
After one day, ain't nobody playing this nigga. I will be probably though.
for this next step in his story.
To be fair, I did play Dino for a while, but then they nerfed the fuck out of him and he was unbearable to play against fires and I stopped.
Fail after he murdered Gambit. From behind bars,
Alright, what we talk about in the lore.
volunteered to unlock the secrets of the tablet. Of
This devlog is shorter because like the last restart of the season that Marvel Rivals dropped was basically Marvel Rivals 2, so there ain't shit to talk about.
Listen
Well,
to the
outside of lore.
whispers of billions of undead souls. These lost voices testify to the cruelty of Apocalypse, accusing the Mystic of breaking ties and Eclipse to systematically exterminate entire worlds and
Wait,
races.
hold up. I missed that last sentence.
While the hero
But if you are here and you're in the stream, make sure you spank your fingers on that like button.
was struck
Or
down,
like on the video if you've been enjoying the content, or even if you just here watching this while you got your hand in your ass wiping shit out, hit that like button.
changes everything. Mark Spector now realizes the terrifying truth.
And that is,
True mastermind is hiding behind the curtain,
damn.
playing them all like pawns. One that he knows all too well.
Mephisto.
Qaptain drops on this cosmic conspiracy.
Oh, so they're gonna make us do another mini game where we gotta think and shit. All right. What about the summer finale?
Following our August 13th update, a brand
That's
new
this week or next week?
swimsuit special costume.
Okay. Well, we got the Dominican baddie Scarlet Witch. We got platinum blonde white girl. Finally, a fucking Storm gets skin. And whatever, she gets a skin every season. Nobody gives a fuck.
And cosmetics will hit the store. Additionally, the Guardians of Mischief is getting a flare upgrade. We are rolling out exclusive toggleable movement and ability animations for Lady Loki,
What?
which you can customize directly in the costume menu. Finally, grab
I don't know what the difference is, but I'll see it side by side eventually.
Krakoan Reels event returns for Volume 2.
What is Krakoan Reels? Yes, sir. Talk to me. Talk to me. Game file size about to get smaller.
Marvel's universe expands with every season. So does our file size. Well, this
What you doing to keep that tamed under?
growing chronoverse, our tech wizards have been hard at work forging solutions. In Season 9.5, we are implementing a massive texture compression overhaul without sacrificing a single pixel of visual fidelity. We are drastically shrinking the game's
How much? Give us a rough estimate.
PC players can expect a
Ooh, that's a whole game.
while PS5 and Xbox
That's a whole game.
are expected to
Well,
increase by 15 gigabytes.
on PC, that's like 50 games. But on console, that's one HD indie game, nigga.
Note, because we are completely repackaging these assets, the initial Season 9.5 update will be larger than usual,
Alright.
but the final installed size will be much lighter.
Alright, so look out for that.
Young is busy in the lab, fine-tuning the
We're
main.
gonna read that in a second.
Keep your eyes peeled for our upcoming balance adjustments. Until next time, ignite the battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it separate video so that everything's shorter. So let me do that. So my thought, wait, hold up. Now I can turn my music on. So I'm gonna give my first set of actually nah. I'm gonna make all of this one video. I'm gonna make all of this one video because I feel like that isn't worth cutting. That was like 20 minutes right there. That isn't worth cutting. One video is what it's gonna be. We could change from this beat though. I feel like the way this season is going. Oh, actually, if I'm doing it one video, I could just talk about it after I look at the meta and shit. All right, we gonna read all of these changes. Wait. We gonna read all of these changes, and then I'm gonna read these changes on stream, and I'm gonna talk about my thoughts on stream, and then I'm gonna make separate TikToks where I do the spinning intro and all that, talking about everything. But all right, Devil Dinosaur, increase maximum health percentage damage. Okay, they increased this damage, which I don't think needed to be changed. I thought it was fine. But when selecting a team up with Jeff, increase Surf and Turf maximum duration from 4 to 5, and healing effect on allies from 40 to 60. Okay, they're making this nigga a healer. The Sorcerer Supreme is manifesting more mystical munitions and spinning. What? Increase daggers of the knock. Okay, so they're buffing his damage. When selecting a team up with Hulk, reduce oh my god. Because we needed that team up to be better. One of the best fucking team ups in the game's history, even after it's been nuked like 6 times. Yes, that's the one that needs to be buffed. Magneto. When selecting a team up with Scarlet Witch, the metallic chaos projectile hit now adds a minor launch up effect to enemy. Yes, because we needed to give the best all-around tank, the tank that fits in the most types of compositions. Yes, we needed to buff that nigga. And Penny got a page worth of changes. The Sorcerer Supreme is manifesting more. Oh wait, no, I read that already. Also, let me F11 it. Even faster with the Green Goliath. Increase daggers of the knock single hit damage from 16 to 18. They increased the damage and the projectile charges, so he has more ammo now too. The Southern Belle is absorbing hits and keeping her defenses sturdy. Hold on. under fire, increased damage reduction multiplier. So she reduces more damage, meaning she can run in harder, and increase regenerative shield capacity from 250 to 275. I feel like that's only gonna matter in minor situations. Spider's core plating gets a minor adjustment to sync with new team up system, while Penny recalibrates her web shooters for a fairer fight. Are they actually gonna add or nerf her web shooter timer? Because I feel like that's one of the most fair parts of her kit. Dev note, we are slightly weakening Penny's control and survivability, which for the Black Panther team up I can understand, but for the other team up, nah. In particular, the immobilize effect applied by Slander web snare was too frequent and oppressive, leading to poor counter experience for her enemies. You've decided to increase the cost of applying this control, but in turn will also increase the return to the freedom of her secondary fire. Remove the direct immobilize. New effect now applies a stack of web tracer and a 30% slow effect for 1 second. Damn. If you play Black Panther, fucking rejoice. Penny can no longer kill you. Penny can no longer just straight up fucking kill you if you step on her webs and you don't immediately hit every dash and make it so that she can't shoot you. You can now fight back, nigga. Oh, I forgot to turn this down and put the background effects on it so it's not loud as shit. Boom, equalizer, turn that on. Alright, adjust cyber web snare to be a charge based ability with a maximum of 2 reduce bonus health cap from pinning by cyber webs from 200 to 150. Now that for Penny, that's massive, because the problem with Penny, that's a buff to Penny for those of y'all who aren't picking up, is because Penny, her biggest weakness is that when she's on her webs, she has high survivability. Now, the reason why that's a weakness is because when you're going up against anybody who does brawl damage, AoE type damage, such as Moon Knight is the biggest example, Phoenix, anybody like that, it's really bad for Penny because your supports are always standing next to you. So if you're shooting Penny, it doesn't matter if she dies. If the supports are standing next to her, they're getting hit and they're dying. Now she's just left out in the open naked with no supports, and you could just melt her into a pile of slop. So the fact that she dies quicker from it means that you'll be able to get resets in neutral with her quicker. Now for assault Penny, this is a bad thing, but for bunker Penny, this is a good thing. It allows you to reset and go into a new fight quicker. It's one of those things that don't really seem like a positive until like you get into that type of play where cooldowns and dying with your team and sticking with your team and waiting for resets actually matter. For most people, this means nothing, but when you're min-maxing with Penny, this means a lot. We are reeling in the symbiotes, right? Thank God. Reduce the bonus health provide. That's all I need to hear. The amount doesn't even matter. And reduce venom swing. Increase venom swing cooldown from 8 to 10 seconds. I guess today is opposite day. Hold on. Where's my happy music? Where's my happy music? Because like, hey yo, Venom. I wanna take you for a ride. I wanna take you for a ride. Hey yo, Venom, swing into this background and see what happened. Oh, you used to just being able to swing out whenever you feel like it? Oh yeah, you got less health now. You ain't gonna be able to do all that. I feel like they should nerf it again to 100%, but a nerf is a nerf. You stop giving them developers them 19 inches. They got tired of them 19 inches you was giving them. Oh yeah, don't be worried. Don't be worried. I got 19 inches for you. Matter of fact, every one of my teammates got 19 inches for you. And we all gonna hit you at the same time, bitch ass nigga. So like the shortened version of all my thoughts on the Vanguards is Penny, she got massively changed. Penny got massively changed. And I feel like they super duper nerfed Penny, and they changed her playstyle in a way that's probably going to be irreversible. Everybody else, they got minor changes. I feel like the rest of their changes don't mean shit. Besides maybe Magneto. Magneto and Penny are the biggest winners here, and nobody really lost anything of significance. Well, Penny did, but She won with the health change and lost in some cases, but I'll expand on that in my TikTok. Venom, oh my god. I forgot about him. Venom is the biggest loser. Yo, Venom swinging on my back line. I'm about to show you something. You ever play Marvel vs. Capcom? Don't worry. I have. Fuck, nigga. Alright, now back to the regularly scheduled music. Loki, the god of mischief, increased mystical from they made his projectile faster. Increased single hit damage from 10 to 11 and single hit from okay, so they slightly increased their damage. I feel like that's a welcome change because I feel like Jubilee's damage was a bit underwhelming, even if she is a support and she's not supposed to do that much damage. Remy LeBeau is playing it when selecting team up with Magneta. Adjust the launch up frequency of the spell field from 0.5 to 1. That is a big fucking nerf. Because you like Gambit is already hard as shit to dive. Now we have a bubble where if he stands in the middle, he's untouchable. Like that shit was unbearable to go against. Like to the point to where it's like, I get it, just because I'm playing dive, that doesn't mean everybody should just explode on contact. But it's like, god damn, bro. You shouldn't just have a turn off your ability to touch him ability. Like, nah, that's not fair. Army Han is stepping fully into the spotlight, unleashing Kumiho to instantly grace her allies with supernatural favor. Reduced energy cost, so her ult became less expensive, and after casting it, automatically applied the Blessed of the Nine Tails effect to allies within a 10-meter radius for 3 seconds. So they gave Gambit is the biggest loser, White Fox is the biggest winner. Because they made it basically, if you're not following, so that when White Fox casts her ult, the buff that she usually has to sacrifice health to give people, health that she could easily heal with one stomp, now she could give it to people for free for 3 seconds. Now 3 seconds isn't a lot usually, but 3 seconds during her ult, give it up, nigga. Black Panther, when selecting team up with Storm, reduce the area damage from enemies from 40 to 30 and increase the timer 3 seconds. I feel like the area was the perfect size. I don't know why they're changing it, but I guess. Wolverine, Berserker Rage adjustment, increase rage gain per hit from 5 back to fucking 8. You know, Wolverine changes always make me happy. They make me a little bit hard. Adjust rage decay timer from starting at 4 seconds of no rage gain to after 5, and at maximum rage, reduce the decay rate from 15 to 10. Oh. You was tired of Wolverine being in your face, digging in you constantly? He's about to dig even more, nigga. Elsa the Whoopty. Monster Hunter's traps are slightly less monstrous when pairing up with her favorite prehistoric pal, so they nerfed the team up. When selecting the team up, reduce the health for an activated snare from 100 to 50 and its control duration from 1.5 to 1.2. I feel like the duration change really doesn't matter that much unless you're playing at super duper high level, like I'm talking like One Above All, Celestial type stuff. But the fact that it's now easier to break, like most people can one-shot it, oh yeah, Elsa got weaker by a lot. When selecting her team up with Namor, reduce single hit damage from 15 to 10, valid. Excuse me. Scott's optic blasts are bouncing back faster, blasting harder when Gambit hands him an ace. Increased cooldown reduction, provided the Ricky. I don't think that's really a good thing because he already has mechanics that reduces important cooldowns, but whatever. And increase the team up. Selecting the team up with Gambit, concussive beam attack frequency boost from 10 to 15. That's a lot. That shit is already lethal as fuck. That's a lot. So far, Elsa's the biggest loser. Jean's cosmic detonations are sparkling brighter, especially when a certain Southern Belle is around. Increase the damage dealt when detonating sparks from 35 to 40 and increase AoE from 12 to 15. And when selecting a team up with Rogue, increase telekinetic beatdown damage dealt from 45 to 55. So just general damage increases, which is always good for Phoenix, but she's not a big winner. Khonshu's avatar leaps with greater grace and his crescent darts retain more lunar lethality on the bounce. Adjust crescent dart and moonblade bounce damage decay from 30% to 20% per bounce. And when selecting the team up with C and D, reduce the cooldown from 15 to 12 And base effect, increased dash duration from 0.3 to 0.35 in distance from 12 to 15. And enhance it, Moon Knight gains 3 seconds healing effect of 20 health per second after leaving the phase state. So that's a change. I don't feel like that's good or bad because nobody uses that fucking team up. Witches, Wonder Unpredictable Chaos, Magic gains a measure of arcane stability when she allies with the Sorcerer Supreme. When selecting the Strange Team Up effect, the ability has an 8-second cooldown in duration, and when activated, is replaced with Mystic Burst, allowing Mystic Missiles to be fired freely with no energy cost. But its enhanced effect is it becomes a toggle type ability. When toggled on, replaces it, allowing... The cat. Where's my phone at? So let me get this straight. She's the biggest winner. She's the biggest winner by far. Because now she essentially has a team up that she already had a team up that turned her into a way higher damage. Like now there's no reason to pick Scarlet Witch. And I'm gonna articulate myself more in a TikTok, but like the short version I could give you on the spot without taking time to deliberate and be able to like say it in an educated way with all the proper terminology is basically they made Scarlet Witch a way more viable character. Because let me teach you something about competitive things. As somebody who's been in competitive spaces, not only like at home and shit playing fighting games, but like going out to tournaments and being around other people who play like professionally, and people who, even if they don't play professionally, they pay to be in leagues to play games competitively. When it comes to competing, what you want is to find characters or things where you put the lowest amount of effort and you get the highest amount of games. So to explain this using money, if you had the choice to spend $50 to make 100 and to spend $0 to make 100, every single time you're going to pick $0 to make 100. If Scarlet Witch has a put the beat on public, I'm melting any fucking body that I see move that is activated by one of the game's better, more all-arounder tanks, somewhat, because like he's a good all-arounder tank, but at the same time Portal's utility makes him a bad pick at certain levels of play. But like this is a dangerous ass team up to add, because I understand that mostly is going to get used in overtime, but they're putting a lot of value in a very easy to use character. And I feel like the way Scarlet Witch was in the beginning of the game, you could destroy, she was what she was designed to be. With little effort, you could destroy people who have little knowledge at the game, but with higher levels of effort and higher levels of knowledge, after a certain level, you don't get no value out this bitch, because she just gets blown up, because there's no real way to optimize on her damage outside of a specific team comp and or setup built specifically to benefit her. I don't like this. I feel like Scarlet Witch is becoming too much of an independent character. And like, I'm not saying she's as lethal as Phoenix, but I feel like at this point, she's basically Phoenix without the need to aim. And you know what I'm gonna do? I just decided. I am gonna split this into multiple videos, but I'm gonna leave the buffs and nerfs part a part of the first video, and the next video is gonna be me going completely over the hood. So, I'm pretty sure there's a video on. Hold on one second. Actually, I can end it after this. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a video somewhere on your screen. If you want to watch me talk about and break down the hood, go break it down. And if you made it to the end of this video, type out "I don't know how to get circumcised." All right, one second. Let me take a swig of water before I start the next joint. Wait, hold up. And to start it, I'm gonna make sure I got this on screen, even though that's gonna be the last thing I do, just for the sake of starting a video. Where's my water? Where's my water? My water! My water! sense that I'm about to go out the way. Oh, nope. Get out of luck. Get out. There we go. Now, back to this. Actually, nah, this instrumental is good. No. I wanna use this one for familiarity. Wait, first off, let me sit this nigga down. Excuse me. I said, excuse me. I thought I felt another major one, but I didn't. All right, so Marvel Rivals has finally dropped their trailer for their newest Vanguard, The Hood. Now, I'm gonna go in to, well, usually the way I do it is I never start with the trailer. I read off their abilities and stuff like that. Then we watch the trailer, and I have a breakdown pulled up from another creator who got to play him early, who's gonna break down what he does. Because from my understanding, this character has a resource management mechanic that plays into how they work. So we're gonna watch that because I already seen part of Guang's breakdown of the devlog vision, whatever the fuck you call it. That wasn't clear, so we're gonna look at his abilities, we're gonna look at the trailer, then we're gonna look at the breakdown. All right, watch the breakdown. Yes, care for me, yes. So their primary, oh wait, now we can turn on the casual background music. Don't be growling over there. Yeah, you relax yourself. Anyway, I was talking to my dog. His main input is he shoots his twin pistols forward, increasing demonic energy as he deals damage. So his pistols are probably gonna have very low ammo, because I need y'all to keep in mind, keep in consideration that this nigga is a tank. On 50% energy, his attack speed increases. On 100% demon timing, he unleashes demonic rifles that deal fast burst damage. So it's probably gonna be a pop pop, like quick ability that just passively activates. Right mouse button, create a protective shield that negates incoming damage. I want to know if he'll be able to shoot through the shield, or once he puts up the shield, will it be like, no, stop shooting? And in their ultimate, they enter a demon state and turns into a turret which fire. Okay, so they become stationary is what I'm assuming, which fires massive high impact piercing rounds that punch through both shields and enemies alike while radiating dark energy that grants bonus health to nearby teammates. So basically, when you hit the ultimate button, you're gonna become a stationary powerhouse weapon that just punches through everything you can see. But the drawback is that you have to stay right there, and probably you won't get any damage reduction or be able to activate shields or nothing like that. They can enter a brief flight mode, and ending the skill releases the demonic wave that deals AoE. AoE. So he has AoE escape flight ability. Yeah, I'm assuming that he's a brawler, and they're only giving him a flight ability because, like, how do I put it? Because they want to give him a little bit of mobility, but not too much to where he's just able to fuck you over at any time. Creates a magical barrier that reduces incoming fire, and enemies who walk past the barrier are briefly blinded. Because Marvel Rivals needs another fucking effect that takes your eyesight from you. And then the team up and passive, that hasn't been announced fully yet, but we're about to watch the trailer, watch the breakdown, and then I'm gonna watch the trailer again and go through my thoughts and ideas on stuff. Actually, should I watch the breakdown first? All right, we're gonna play rock, paper, scissors. If I win, we watch the breakdown first. If not, we watch it second. All right, ready? Gun with armor piercing ammo. I win, you bitch ass nigga. Now we're gonna watch this first.
Step aside. The Hood's here to finish this.
Yeah, I don't like his voice actor. I'm not gonna hold you. That's his normal speed? Yo, this nigga just busting on niggas. Hold on. Is this the second coming of Tank Pool? He says Wepa! Whoa! Whoa! They went to actual Dominican niggas from the BRX and said, yo, what y'all be saying when y'all get hyped? Y'all be saying Wepa! Alright, fuck it. We gonna say Wepa. Like, I give it up to the devs. I respect it. Y'all went to actual like Spanish niggas and said what y'all be saying. Cause that's it. Cause as a generation that grew up around El Spinito niggas, that's what they be saying when they get hyped. They just be like, Wepa! Out of nowhere. You guys, some niggas, yo, I seen you walking in the crib with Shorty yesterday and y'all was like holding hands and shit. You fuck? Wepa! And like they do an actual salsa move like this, but because I'm black, this is all I got. This is all I got. But yo, this nigga really busting on niggas. And what it look like when he reaches max? Wait, so do you choose to activate it or is it automatic like I predicted? Yeah, it's just automatic like I predicted. And then when you do it, you have a maximum of that time or until you drain the energy. Okay. Oh, that's what the shield looks like. He has a shield. So he's an anti-brawl character. Okay, yeah. Of course, they got to show the anti-Wolverine tech. Oh my gosh. Wait, so he could become intangible during that? Yo, that's actually nasty. I also enjoy his team-ups. He becomes CC immune. I didn't even realize that. I also enjoy his team-ups now more because it shows that with his, it shows that with his team-ups, it's more of team-ups where they're teaming up supports with tanks. Because one thing that I, as well as a lot of other people, I've been asking for a while is more. Hey, hold on a second. Stop that. I'll give you a pat. I'll give you a hug because I love you. Stop that. Now relax, my boy. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Team ups between like something other than 2 DPS is very much appreciated because I get there's a higher chance of there being a good team up between 2 DPS because there's so many more DPS. But y'all gotta find something that works, a reference to something obscure or something like that, to put more team ups not only between tanks and supports and stuff like that, but to also put it just off of the DPS role, period. We don't. Please stop adding DPS, please. We don't fucking need it. We need more seasons like this where they're releasing more supports and tanks. And like I said, this year they get a pass. But next year, whatever characters you got in the pipeline, retool them niggas to be tanks and supports for a year straight to even this shit out. But yeah, putting more team-ups between classes more dynamically and not involving a DPS is fucking great. Okay, yeah. So I was right. Oh my god, this nigga gets health. Oh, he gets health for every shot. So no matter where he's at, he just becomes static. That's fucking fire, nigga. That's fucking fire. Begins August 7th. I thought he wasn't gonna come out till next week. Hold on. What are you doing that for? Yes, you can go to the door if that's what you want. Door. Door. You can sit at the door if you want. But yeah, I like that he's getting more dynamic with his shit. Let's see if this breakdown I found by accident has like more to say. Oh, he's hit scan too? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, then why is it not playing? Oh.
40.
If he's his scan, yeah, that's fucking great.
Everything I've wanted. Let me show you his kit. So first off, he's a hit scan Vanguard with.
Oh boy, he's about to be a top tier character because anytime there's a hit scan, doesn't matter how much their fall off is, they're a top tier character.
Blickies, they have a 40 mag, but he also has a demon gauge. It's his passive. As you can see under his crosshair, as it climbs, it gets to 50 out of 100, you will have a faster attack speed. However, once that thing maxes out and you left click again, you enter your like half demon state or your first demon form, where your pistols turn to rifles. They go.
This is really cool. This is really cool for people who are fans of the Hood, because like this is a very underrated character. And I would say a majority of the people currently that know who the Hood is probably learned about him from Ironheart. So shout out to all the niggas that get to play as the Hood in this game, man.
You have infinite ammo and lifesteal.
It is automatic.
Right click, you have
lifesteal. I didn't even realize that.
Bubble. And it seems when you're above 50 on your demon gauge, that bubble is larger. I'm not sure if it has more health or it's just bigger. On the Hood's E, he sends out a veil.
Yeah, I hope it has more health, because if it's just bigger, then that's kind of fucking useless. That just makes you a bigger target to get hit. That it's a point of view thing, because I'm thinking more of with a dive tank mainly brain. For a poke tank, a bigger shield is a good thing, because that's more area of coverage for your supports and other pokers. So you know what, it's
team up. Your shots generate more demon gauge, and when you're in that first demon form, you actually also get more lifesteal when you shoot through it. Enemies that pass through it seem to take damage and get blinded, and if that's not enough, enemies shooting through it will deal less healing and less damage. This is a very good tool. On his left shift is an invulnerability.
That's actually very creative.
Spade, where you can move in any direction, and I believe you have free flight. The difference is when you come out of that dash, you deal damage to enemies around you, and you have a decaying movement speed buff. So it can be good for offense as well as being a really good escape tool. His ultimate enters him into the full or second demon form mode, where his dome turns into a rifle.
This nigga goes on some chainsaw man shit.
Mode. It seems like he gets a ton more HP and generates.
Yeah, nigga, he gets a band and can generate blue health.
You pierce the shields, you deal piercing extended range damage. It seems like you have a certain amount of shots. This could be either really good or The Hood seems like a more
I thought it was infinite.
but he does
just
have
for
the
10
veil,
seconds.
which is going to be a very strong tool. I can promise you that. Definitely more of an off tank, more aggressive. He seems to have,
I mean, he has 500 health and he does a
mass
mass and a fuck ton of damage.
How to use your tools properly. I am unbelievably excited to get hands on with this character, and of course, I'm going to be maining.
He's basically a diver with guns.